tough.
What we talking about?
Yeah, man. Hopefully, Meek bounces back. I mean, do you think that the state that we're in? So with how I look at music now, I mean, music as a whole is just very, very declining. Everything is just TikTok-y. Right. Everything is just one-hit wonders where we're overhyping them. Do you have any artists, new artists, that you're seeing? It can be somebody that you know. It can be somebody, whoever, that can be like a next, like Meek, Drake, Kanye, Kendrick, like an artist that you can see longevity in. Because now it's like you said, it's just very like they're not going to last next month.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody that you've seen, because I think for mine, the closest right now, just off the top of the head, without deep diving, would probably be Jack Harlow for me. Mm-hmm. Especially with that last album we just put out Friday. Very, very aware. And I like artists who are aware of where they're at.
And you put me on to Jack Harlow as far as this. What's the name of this album? The album prior to this? All right, yeah. So you told me that's not the actual Jack Harlow that you grew to know.
Yeah, that's terrible. Album was trash.
So when I heard, I won't say it's trash.
They say it's new album,
but this new album. Like my man Jay's posted. He said this album wasn't for his fans. This album was for his critics. He wanted to show that he can actually rap. I actually got a question coming up on the faculty. Do white rappers come in at a disadvantage or advantage? And I have Harlow. I have MGK. I have M.
I think they got an advantage, really.
But see, I'm not sure. I really feel like it could be a disadvantage because automatically, like Lord Jamal would say, like, yo, they're culture vultures or something of that nature. So I'm not sure if it's an advantage or a disadvantage. That's literally why I posed the question. It's not for me to troll. I'm genuinely curious what others think.
I'll say both. I think the last album was bad only because the album before that was perfect. But again, that's why I like Jack Harlow, and that's why I think he has longevity because it's like he's acknowledged that multiple times. I came out with this album just so I can make money. Like I can eat, my friends can eat, my family can eat. That's the only reason why I came out with this album. But don't get it twisted.
I can rap.
You know what I'm saying?
Check them out, man. I ain't heard none of
It's a business now.
Yeah.
So when you look at Jack, for me, when it comes down to music wise, like is this person a good artist?
Yeah.
That's somewhere at the high end of 4, ass in a 3. If we're talking 1 through 5.
Right.
You got to look at marketability. Can I see this guy on an Old Spice commercial? Yeah. Jack Harlow checks that box off.
Yeah.
Can I see him in a movie? Can he be a lead in a movie like he is in White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah.
Check the box off. You know what I'm saying? Can he be paired with another young lady and they become the it couple? Yeah, he checks that box off. Right. So for me, it's all about marketability because it's not about the music no more. Nah. Because music is so subjective.
Yeah.
What can sell? Now we don't need to talk about that.
So that's why I asked that question. If you guys, is anybody coming to your mind when you think about that? Because like I said, Jack, like you said, checks all the boxes, but still very aware, like, yo, I can rap. Like, that first class shit, I just did that because I was number one. I got all these awards. I have to do that to make it look good.
Right.
But I'm still better than all y'all. You know what I mean?
Shit, on my list, I think Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? Lil Baby gonna be here for a minute.
But would you say he's newer though? Mainstream wise, I guess. I think because
that's a good question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's a great question.
Because I think the first class joint, it's popping with him was cool. But if we're talking like breaking through mainstream, that first class joint he dropped last year, I think it was last year.
Yeah,
it's like made him
who he is. Yeah,
he's there now. I think Lil Baby's already
been there. Okay,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to do my homework on that.
Uzi count?
Nah, Uzi been there for a minute. Uzi been there. The Young Boys, Kodaks, 21 is there in a black space. He's not there in the white space yet.
He got a push with that Drake album.
Oh man.
I just listened to that joint 2 weeks ago.
Jeez, crazy. Yeah, shit hard.
Crazy.
Hard, yeah, I've been on that ever since it dropped.
Yeah,
still like every day,
bro.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind, man.
I think that broke him through the black space, mainstream space. Because I mean, it's mainly just hood niggas listening to 21 for real, for like fans of him. You know what I'm saying? But now he's like doing more. I guess you could say now, commercial wise and things like that, touring.
He evolving right now.
They got to stay in power.
It's tough, man. That's why, I asked that question just to, like I said, bring it back. I asked that question because it's kind of like everything now is just TikTok-y. Everything now is just, you come out with a song Monday, you're doing Rolling Loud Tuesday looking dumb because you don't know how to perform. You haven't performed more than 50 people, but now you're performing in front of 40,000 people.
You talking about my man?
Ooh.
Frank Ocean at Coachella?
That was embarrassing. I mean, yeah, unpopular opinion, man. He's definitely top 5 most overrated artists I've seen in my lifetime.
I ain't gonna lie, but I'll take a Frank Hook.
Top 5.
Yeah, but that's not over. But I think overrated doesn't mean you're not good though. Like Frank is Frank.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll
like,
be honest. I don't think I have seen anyone that can bump Drake yet.
What do you mean?
As in out of that spotlight, out of that space. Only person I think that could bump Drake is Drake. He just has to be like, all right, I'm done. Because he's been almost a decade.
Yeah, he's
like consistent. Like he's consistent. He don't miss even with that little Pusha T joint. I think Duppy was better than Adonis, the Adonis freestyle joint.
Oh, I listen to Duppy like every other day to this day, man.
What's that, Duppy or
Duppy? Yeah,
I think
that shit hard.
Better.
I think song wise,
it's an
yeah.
original beat as far as I know. It's an original beat.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a check for me, but I don't think no one's bumping Champagne Poppy right now, man.
Yeah.
He's talking about retiring, but what more can you do?
Yeah, Drake is obviously my top 5 ever to breathe.
Yeah, you got to.
Probably top 3, top 2.
I didn't go on my top 5 now. I think about it.
I get to him. I get it to him, man.
It's hard, right? It's hard, man.
Yeah, you gotta get it to him.
Drake is Drake, man. With the Pusha thing. Yeah, I think song wise is a better song.
Absolutely.
But he lost though because he didn't respond, and you gave me a sorry excuse.
But he didn't
Prince
respond. If I'm not mistaken. What's my man? Jay Prince said like, "Yo, we're not gonna do all that." Right,
so you let another man tell you what to do?
Yeah. When you look at your investment,
it's crazy.
When you look at your investment, and we're talking about who won is subjective.
Nah, I don't think it's subjective, man.
No, it's very subjective.
You think so?
Only people that's going to really side with Push is those street people or the people that failed at being a street cat. That's who's going to side with Pusha. Now everything else is going to side with Drake. There's nobody that comes from that street element that's going to be like, yo, nah, Drake got him. Yeah. So who's really going to win? Like Push has everything to gain. Not so me. If I'm investing into
they did the same thing with Meek Mill. He went at Meek. They ain't stopped that shit with Meek. Meek a street guy.
Yeah, but where's Meek at now?
Meek took the loss on that one too.
He took a mean.
That was a mean one there.
When they play your song back to back at a Philadelphia Eagles game,
it's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. Yeah, man.
That's disrespect. I think I'll move out of Philly.
It's pretty bad.
I'll probably make a Philly diss track.
It's pretty bad.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's terrible. But
man, Drake. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
He's untouchable.
But he gets no pass for that, man. And that's why if you look big picture, a lot of rappers don't really rock with Drake like that. Like, of course you're gonna take the verse. Of course, if it's like in a picture, niggas don't rock with Drake like that.
And why you say they don't rock with him exactly?
Well, as a person, Drake is corny. I can admit that. Drake is a very corny guy. He's very corny, but his music is just untouchable.
Do you think he's authentically him though?
No. That man has so many personalities, and if you listen to the music, and the one song when he was just like,
damn, that's crazy. You pointed that out, bro.
Yeah, when he was like Black Excellence, but I guess when it comes to me, it's not the same though. Right. That tells me you're insecure about not being looked at as like a black artist. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So, great guy though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, top 3, top 2. You know what I'm saying?
Great guy.
Top 3, top 2 for sure.
All right.
I'm trying to see what any other music questions I got. So like I said, I wanted to be music heavy. I guess what is your, and I talked to Mo about this too, especially with you and your music. What is your stance, or how do you handle like marketing and rollouts and things like that? Do you just?
I'm gonna be 100, bro. I suck at that shit, bro. Cause for me, like, I had my own label, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you got you have or you had?
I had. I still got my own label, but I had like 7 artists under me.
Sheesh.
You know okay. So and it was like I wasn't the rapper.
Yeah.
I was more of the, you know what I'm saying, come on, we're going to get y'all out. Y'all do what y'all need to do. We're going to get the ball rolling. So, like, and with them, like, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it up, put the bread up, do what I need to do. But when it comes to me, I'm just going to lay back and just let this shit come to me. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, this whole new shit right now is kind of, like, geared me to, like, start doing more of my own shit. You know what I'm saying? So, now I'm, like, starting to see what I'm supposed to do as far as marketing and, you know what I mean, pushing myself and shit like that. Because usually that shit just be whatever, you know what I mean? But I suck at that shit, bro.
Are you more on the side of, let's just say you record on Monday, you finish and wrap up on Wednesday, you just drop it on Sunday?
I would like to do that shit like that, but you gotta have a game plan. And
you gotta have a game plan.
I don't sound like that, yo. I don't sound like that, yo.
No, you fucking hard headed. You know what I'm saying?
You can be. You can be.
So, man, I just let him do what he do with the music. My job, I just make the music, bro. You do what you do with that motherfucker. I'm making it. You do what you do with it. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Well, then I get and I don't know if I asked you. So the official title, you're his manager, or
yes.
Okay.
Yes, me and my wife. Me and my wife are both.
Shout out to Courtney.
Yeah, my wife Courtney. Me and my wife are both. I like to think of my kids as well. We all.
The kids manage too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They not really. Like my oldest
bro.
son, Malik, is 15. My 12-year-old Mason, my 6-year-old daughter Madison. They're like our A&Rs. Keep in mind, I'm a 42-year-old cat, so I'm kind of at one point was stuck in this boom bap era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it ain't no lyrical, miracle, spiritual, like ransom type of, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So with me having a 15-year-old, soon to be 16, he bring music to me like your dad.
Word.
And even when I hear, like, let's just say somebody send it to me, like, yo, Malik, check this out. What do you think? Yeah, Dad, mid at best. All right, got you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And them motherfuckers brutally honest. Too,
They brutally, yeah. Especially my 12-year-old Mason.
Give it to you, man.
Our 12-year-old Mason.
Yeah, they gonna give it to you.
Jeez, what's the? Because I asked, like I said, when we had Big Up on here with MJ, he's his manager as well. I guess in your eyes, what's the hardest part of managing artists?
It's pretty much what he just said. He comes from a space to where he's the mind behind the actual acts. So when you actually have him now as the artist, it's kind of hard for him to abandon that train of thought.
Right.
He wants to do everything his way. And I understand everything can't be our way, but we got to find a healthy medium.
Facts.
What I always like to tell artists is whenever they ask me for my help or I just offer my 3 cents, you've been doing it your way for how long? And where have you been? Besides working overtime for studio time.
I'd be like,
so
how you looking at the phone? Like, nigga, what you say?
Yeah. How
working overtime for studio time is crazy.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But then how, I mean, like, what would it hurt to listen to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing, yeah.
So that's how I typically look. So that's probably the most challenging thing. As far as the music is concerned, only thing I would say is, like, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
And to me, music is mood control.
Yeah.
And if you don't feel it, there's really, you know what I'm saying? There's certain music you listen to go to the gym. There's certain music you listen to when it's time to get it in with your lady. There's certain music, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't feel anything from it, I'm like, I don't feel it. I know the direction you was going, but I don't feel it. So that's the only time I would say anything about the music. Other than that, I mean, he's great as far as writing. Yeah. But like he just said, that a lot of indie artists, we won't even just single out Rick, but a lot of indie artists fall shy and short of the marketing aspect or just being consistent. Facts. I mean, marketing is just as something as simple as posting your video every other day, if not every day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Something as simple as don't post your YouTube link. That's too much work. Yeah. I got a whole video coming up. Hopefully my video come out before this interview so it won't be like, nonetheless, really, we're all fighting for virtual real estate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the time that you have from at the bottom of your screen to scrolling up to coming back down to scroll again, that's how much time you got to catch someone's attention. Right. That's not already a fan. You got that much time. So for you to post your YouTube link, that's an extra step. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I got to do that. So now I got to hope the Wi-Fi working and all that. Yeah. So it's not. So just screen record a sound bite. That's dope. Oh shit, that's all right. Cool short caption. Then your YouTube link. That's the quickest thing that you can do. Something as simple as that is marketing. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Because even with my the TikTok stuff I do with the foods, I think I started with I'll capture like the outside of the restaurant and then capture like the interior and then this and this. But then I flipped it, so I capture the outside so you know what it is. But then we go right into the food. Right. And then on the back end, here's the menu. Here's you know what I'm saying. Some people don't care about. So yeah, man, attention spans is quick.
Yeah, and you got to be able, even as far as the duration of music, like he just released a track. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to call it something else. I said, no, it may not be a song, but nonetheless, it's a track. Yeah. And I think it's a minute and 26 seconds. I looked up some of, what's my man's name that passed? Transition, XX Extension. Yeah. He got a 1 minute song. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how it's, so I believe attention span and also adjusting with the times. Don't compromise yourself, but adjust with the times because, again, attention span is short, especially for some artists that we don't know.
Right. I agree, yeah. I agree. That's why people don't realize how short her song is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's long enough so the DJ has to play the whole entire song. Because normally it's like, the chorus, the hook, chorus, DJ changing it. But, like, that's how long the song is. Right. So you got to play the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just skip Kinsey's verse. Like, Kinsey already here. 50 seconds in the song. We're already here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely agree with that. What else I want to know musically? Let me see. Any advice to artists coming up, whether it's the music making process, whether it's the marketing like you just touched on, whether mindset, you know what I'm saying?
Simplest form, just be consistent.
Yeah.
And I understand consistency looks different for everyone. Another indie artist had to bring that to my attention. Shout out to Play. He said, Mo, even if I drop once every 2 years, I'm still being consistent to my. I said, that does make sense.
Yeah.
But we have to find, I guess you would say, it also, you know what I learned? It also depends on what the artist's goal is. Some people just want to rap the rap. Some people.
We did talk about that. Yeah. Goal is big. Yeah. Yeah.
And so I had to learn, working with Rick and working with other artists indirectly, what is your goal? What do you want to do? You want to be the baby? Well, before they, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's okay. So you got a lot of work to do, homie, because hip hop is getting younger. 13 and 26, if I'm not mistaken, something like that right there. And you're 35.
Jeez.
You see what I'm saying? We're ready behind the curve, so you got to be at a real consistent rate.
Yeah.
And I like to use Russ as an example. I think Russ dropped a song every week for how long? For
a while.
So
for a while, yeah.
So if you're dropping a song every week, you're not going to tell me in a matter of 6 months you're not going to gain the attention of somebody.
Facts.
Because I think what they overlook is the fact that, one, they can't be the next big thing. That's number one. They overlook that, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Two, the people who are the next big thing, they're looking for the next big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the Nike and Adidas situation. Adidas, they passed on Jordan? They passed on Jordan, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they jumped on Kobe, like, nah, it ain't going to happen again.
Yeah.
So when you look at the baby, when they came here and scooped up the baby, Arnold and them, word to them, all the companies, Universal, whomever else it was, like, all right, we missed him. So let's go to North Carolina right now and find out the next baby.
It was getting, they were scooping. That makes sense.
I think that's how it works. So if you're dropping a song once a week, because I'm pretty sure, I say this all the time, an indie artist has 1 to 2 hits already in their hard drive that they just haven't put out yet. What's the use is it sitting in your hard drive?
Yeah.
Put it out. Mix and master or not. Put it out.
Just put it out.
We got somebody who can mix and master.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you're not going to tell me in a matter of six months, you're not going to gain the attention of somebody. Because Diddy's looking for somebody to keep himself relevant.
Yeah.
Khaled's looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Hov was looking for somebody. So if you just be consistent like that, I think it'll work out in your favor. Whatever God has destined for you, it'll work out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, we talked about it before. I'm more just drop it side of things. I don't care about mix and mastering because even more times than not, I'll probably say 9 times out of 10, when I find new artists, their shit is probably never mixed or mastered. Some rough shit I just hear on SoundCloud. Like the dude I was telling you I'm working with. Right. Stuff is rough as hell on SoundCloud, but I was like, the flow is crazy. Like I can help you with that. That's an hour in the studio. I can engineer on that. You just got to just drop. You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest thing.
And I think the average ear doesn't pick up on mix and master. I didn't pick up on that until working with Rick. The average ear is not, wow, like his vocals is not high enough. Unless it's just blatant. You know what I'm saying? You're talking under the beat. But outside of that, we're not figuring that out. We just want to hear the joints that we got. So,
Yeah, I agree. And that's like I said, I listen to, coming up and even now, I listen to a lot of music from the South. Back then, like 2000s music, the bass was so loud. Bro, there was you could barely hear the vocals, but them shits was riding.
Even,
you know what I mean?
Griselda in the early stages, Derringer, those are underproduced beats and probably under mix and master. So, I mean, but you see where they're at.
Right.
Yeah, Soulja Boy, man. Young Soulja Boy. None of his shit, nigga know how to produce. I mean, he made his own beats, but that was it. Like, he would record on FL and then bounce it out.
I think one of the issues.
But y'all got to look at the time era, too, though. That was the era. Like, now, it got to be crisp.
But I'll be honest with you, I think a lot of people who mix and master, it still doesn't sound mix and master. Like, if I go to Apple Music and it still sound low, and I just came from a whoever song, I'm like, yo, I'm cutting my volume up.
Some engineers know that shit just a game, though, just some money grab him, man. I'm gonna give you this out the door mix and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people who gonna really sit down and like dissect that motherfucker and just, all right, bro, we got you good. Where you can hear all the backgrounds and you know what I'm saying? You can do that, but Like
That's
I
fair.
said, they just in and out. You know, I know producers now to give your ass an in and out mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have it playing, everything be okay with it. I'm like, no, bro, you gotta really sit down and like work with this track, man. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I just be like, just drop it, man. I don't care about none of that.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Album time, I get it, but right now, I'm like, yo,
Cause you never know that song might be the song.
But for me, when I look at it, if that song is, I mean, the tastemakers can tell because you know they've been doing it long enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh wow, I got an engineer that can take care of that. I mean,
that's little stuff.
Isn't it no different than what Gotti did with Glorilla? Glorilla's first album was already completed, right? He just went back and
tweaked some stuff
and put it out.
That was like Chief Keef too with his first album. All them songs was done.
Yeah.
They just added features to it and remixes to it, and then that was it. So,
but was it mix and master though?
See, I'm not sure. Again, I just want to hear the joints. Like, is it a joint? Like, all right, cool. That's
man.
That's like if an artist is asked, like if they just ask. Now I understand music is subjective.
Yeah.
But if they got that drive, I can get somebody to write your lyrics.
Oh no.
You understand what I'm saying? I can get somebody to write your lyrics. So if you can't dress, I know a chick that can style you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your pictures are ass because you shoot it with the first iPhone.
Jeez.
Got you. I know somebody.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
No,
But that drive,
like I was telling you earlier, like music is like your baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think that's to the artist again, not to the average fan.
But
the
still, like
average fan don't care how long you took to write
if
that.
we giving it to the world, like this shit gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? Sonically wise, this shit has to sound right, bro. I can't give you no shit I'm rapping off a tape and like expect people to goddamn knock their head with it. I can't do that.
I think it's a healthy medium, but the average listener is not caring about
how long it took,
or what you.
That's crazy because
get
like
to that point.
The shit I had to go through to get you out of this, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you my all with it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give it to you at all.
And I can understand that 100%. I definitely can understand that.
I think I'm more on so I agree with you there. I agree with both sides. So what you're saying is more spending time on an actual track. I'm fine with that. You can spend a year. I'm talking about when that track is done.
Oh yeah, put it out for sure.
But they don't do that though. That's what I'm saying. Is I spent a year on this track. I'm gonna market it for you. Yo, just drop the track.
You talking about not being mixed and mastered? I'm thinking what?
Nah, again,
this
the
shit
average
gotta be
listener,
mixed and
man.
It depends. It's a tough call, man. It depends on the song.
Listen, bro, listen.
My 15-year-old son is not gonna come to me like, "Yo, Dad, that joint was rocking."
You right,
but it didn't sound.
Listen, bro, you can play. Okay, boom. Say I do a track. Matter of fact, Future. Let's use Future for recipe. Right. You play Future in the club. You know what I'm saying? Right. That shit knocking. They want to hear the beat.
Right.
They don't want to hear that shit over no intercom. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't the same. You ain't gonna get the same response, bro.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
That shit has to be mixed.
But he's
and
also
bro.
an established artist.
I'm just saying, even if he wasn't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's perception, bro. That shit has to be right, bro. It gotta be right.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree. And see, this is what happens with the manager and artist.
That shit gotta be right.
I don't entertain that space.
Man. I see both sides there, man. Like you said, I see what you're saying too. But he is Future. I'm talking more for like the up and coming guy.
Indie cat.
I don't care about the indie cat. I don't care. But
I'm saying it's still like the same thing. Like, okay, bro, like you got if you want your music to blast in the club, bro.
I think that's the reason
that shit has to sound like
a lot of
artists
for the
club.
Don't go further than they are now because they're overthinking it.
Facts.
That's the
Russ can't drop a song every single day,
and it's all
mixing and mastering. He's not enough time today. He's not enough time today.
Yeah, just put it.
I bet you 9 times out of 10, bro. I can bet you he not just recording,
maybe now,
flying it, and putting it out, bro.
Yeah,
I don't even think he was doing it like that, bro.
Fair enough.
I would say he had presets, honestly.
Yeah, he probably had some presets, but still, like, we not in the Soulja Boy era days, bro. Like, people consume music differently now.
And that's why I think it's even more okay to drop it because we're consuming. Everyone's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who's going to be able to separate, like, oh, yo, this indie artist, he really took his time mixing it versus this cat right here. I think it's all about the relatability. It's all about what resonates to that individual. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like an unattractive chick that got a great personality. You understand what I'm saying?
I did what you're doing.
But nonetheless, see, this is stuff that we really go back and forth with.
That's a tough one right there, man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a tough one.
Vince McMahon in this joint.
That's a tough one, man.
I dig it.
Can't disregard the ugly chick who's nice.
I didn't say ugly. I said unattractive.
Hey, man.
That's unattractive.
You say tomato, I say tomato, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I got you, my man. Yo, this dude, what he say?
It is stupid.